Hey everybody, I'm Justin Fraction here for another video. When you're great at something in life, it's better to just let your talents do the talking. People will admire and respect you much more. But don't try telling that to a number of professional athletes. No matter how talented some of them may be, they still may feel they have to run their mouths, flaunt their cash, and remind the world how great they are. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we dive into the 10 cockiest professional athletes. And a big shout out to Ultimate Boss Man for suggesting this list. And if you have any ideas for cool videos, let us know down in the comment section. You never know, we might use one and give you a shout out. Number 10, Stephen Curry. Truth be told, Stephen Curry is a pretty humble and classy human being. But every time he steps on the court, he transforms into one of the cockiest players around. I mean, an NBA record 402 three-pointers in a season, that's called ball hogging. Curry always tries these ridiculous long-range shots. And remember the 2016 NBA Finals? Trailing by 3 in the final minute, he wasn't passing it. He just kept dribbling and dribbling until they could take a near impossible shot. It takes an awfully cocky dude to think they can do it all on their own at such a crucial moment. Throw in his three-point celebrations and you can see why Curry made our list of cockiness. Number 9, Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey was once the face of women's mixed martial arts. She humiliated her opponents in seconds and had the big mouth to back it up. Regarding some back-and-forth trash talk with Floyd Mayweather, Rousey said she could beat anybody on the planet in a no-rules fight. No offense, but I think Brock Lesnar would have something to say to that, Ronda. For what it's worth, Rousey's trash talk has stopped since her shocking loss to Holly Holm. I guess the solution to ending cockiness is having someone finally shut you up. We still love you, Ronda. Number 8, Bryce Harper. For the most part, Harper just likes to let his play do the talking for his world-class talents. But man, has he had some cocky moments. I mean, who can forget the time when he thought he was about to go to war, when he was just appearing in a baseball game? And when asked about a $400 million deal, Harper said, "Don't sell me short." He also likes to fight any pitcher who badmouths him or almost hits him. That's how big his ego has grown. Number 7, Dwight Howard. D12 was a superstar on the Orlando Magic, making them one of the top teams in the East as they reached the 2009 NBA Finals. But Howard believed he was the entire team. He reportedly worked hard to get head coach Stan Van Gundy fired, then denied having any involvement in it. Then he demanded and orchestrated a trade and was shipped to the Los Angeles Lakers. After a disastrous year in LA, Howard wanted to leave. Kobe pitched to show Dwight how to be a champion, but Howard didn't want to be a sidekick, so he joined the Houston Rockets. Howard changes teams on a seemingly annual basis. He seems to think that his team is the problem, not him. Number 6, Josh Norman. Josh Norman may be one of the best corners in the NFL, yet he still seems a little insecure about it. I mean, why else does he have to run his mouth? To make himself feel better, of course. Norman can often be seen fighting with and whining about star wide receivers Odell Beckham Jr. and Dez Bryant. Though his Carolina Panthers lost Super Bowl 50 to the Denver Broncos, Norman gloated about shutting down star wide receiver Demaryius Thomas. Norman got some of his own medicine, however. Number 5, Rajon Rondo. Rondo was lucky to play on the Boston Celtics during the Big Three era, under great head coach Doc Rivers. However, Rondo earned a reputation for being one giant loudmouth. He called himself the NBA's fastest player and said he'd beat Usain Bolt in a 40-yard dash. Rondo also told Chris Paul he'd never win a ring and apparently called himself a better player than CP3. Okay, Rajon. Number 4, PK Subban. Subban is one of the most hated players in the NHL, but he really seems to be okay with it. He has a plethora of over-the-top goal celebrations and has been called a clown and a piece of garbage by his peers. It's because he's cocky, really. When his Nashville Predators lost in the 2017 Stanley Cup Final, Subban immediately pledged his team would be there next year. A bit cocky and a bit soon, don't you think, PK? Number 3, Cristiano Ronaldo. He may be the best soccer player to ever live. That's debatable. But what isn't debatable? That Cristiano Ronaldo is so cocky. Ronaldo is often booed by the opposition's fans because he likes to dive and whine and brings plenty of D-bag qualities to the soccer pitch. But if you ask Ronaldo himself, he says the boos are simply because he's rich, handsome, and brilliant. He also opened up the museum CR7, which is his own personal museum of himself, as if he wasn't cocky enough to begin with. Number 2, Richard Sherman. Sherman had a breakout year in 2012, then instantly embarked on a mission to let the world know how much he loves himself. When the Seattle Seahawks defeated the New England Patriots in a 2012 game, Sherman posted this meme on Twitter. Sherman then appeared on ESPN with Skip Bayless and said he was better than the longtime analyst who he claimed had accomplished nothing. And gosh, who can forget that "I'm the best corner in the game" rant after the 2013 NFC Championships? Quite cocky indeed. And number 1, Floyd Mayweather. A 50-0 boxing record should speak for itself, but this is Floyd Mayweather, so he has to remind us how legendary he is. Among the quotes Mayweather has said, and he was also offered a $12.5 million contract for a fight in 1999. Mayweather turned it down and called it a slave contract. Mayweather can often be seen flaunting his hundreds of millions and showing off his insanely epic car collection. Well, he's kind of earned the right to be cocky. It would just be nice if he could use the cash to buy a bit of class. Who do you think is the cockiest professional athlete out there? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you like the video, then like the video. We'd really appreciate it. And last but not least, if you're not subscribed yet, now's a great time to do that for more cool videos every single day. We'll see you guys next time.